fuck up one J, then you're better next. Good for you. What, you want a cookie?
Yeah, actually.
Yeah, I'll give you something.
Stat Something is our best game of 2019. We're doing it. It's February. Let's do
Hell
this.
yeah.
Hell yeah, it's February. Already 1/12 of the year is over, so let's
Easy
talk about the
allies.
last
There's
one.
like last week. It's fine.
Eat my ass. Anyway.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go around, talk about our top 10, going from 10 to 1. But
All
we're
right,
gonna
so
do
we're gonna do 10, or are we just gonna do our list? Like,
no, we're gonna do 10 and then 9 and then 8. So what we're gonna do is we're each gonna go around and do our honorable mentions. We're just speed run it, not give too much. Like maybe give a couple sentences as to why it wasn't on there, and move on from it. And then but let's start also. Gore, David, you have honorable mentions too or no? I'm assuming you have.
I can have honorable mentions.
Do you actually have honorable
go.
mentions that are like worth it, or are you
Yeah.
just pulling shit out of your ass?
could.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got a couple honorable mentions.
I don't have any disappointing games last year because I don't buy disappointing games.
Well,
Wow.
I only bought one of these games, to be fair.
Okay,
The
so
other one was a Game Pass game, and the other one was a GameFly rent. So,
all right,
fuck
so
you
then
for that.
you guys go ahead. What were your disappointing games?
okay, I'll go
Oh, we're
first.
starting with disappointing games?
Yes, because
I'll-
I don't have
I'll
any,
go
so I'm not gonna
first.
go about it.
I'll go first because I want to. All right, the 3 most disappointing games of last year for me. The first one I played was Travis Strikes Again: No More Heroes. Not that I was expecting too much, but I do like the No More Heroes games, and that was like the big return. I remember during the Nintendo Switch presentation, I believe, they like Suda51 came out. It was just like, "Hey, he's back, Travis touchdown." I was like, "Oh, cool." I mean, it didn't show anything besides a picture.
I hate
of
when
him.
people do
But-
that. I'd rather just
Yeah,
surprise me
yeah,
with the trailer,
that's-
man.
But surprisingly, like a year later, they had something to show, and it was this game. I was like, "Yeah, it looks fun-ish, I guess. It looks good." Yeah,
The reason why
I trust him. His games are fun.
the reason why you buy that game is to help support what happened with No More Heroes 3. If we didn't buy that, that was not happening.
It doesn't make sense to me though, because like it was only like a few months later, and then they announced No More Heroes 3. I'm like,
The pre-orders,
But-
baby.
pre-orders? What pre-orders?
There you go.
I don't think that game did well. Anyway, this game sucked. I actually really thought it was bad. Like I played it, I was just like, it was just like very monotonous. There was no humor really that like called out to me that it was a No More Heroes game. I thought it was really repetitive, extremely repetitive, and the levels went on way too long, and it was just like, go up a line, pretty much. All right, keep going. All right, make a right. All right, there's more enemies. Just keep going. Like it was the same shit over and over again. It was really boring. I played maybe like 2 hours of it. I was like done. It was a pretty short game to be fair, but I didn't. I was like done after 2 hours. I was like, yeah, no, I'm good. My next one is Crackdown 3. Crackdown 3.
Oh,
is
I
Game
did play
Pass.
that.
Yeah. Well, I love Crackdown 1. I like Crackdown 2. I know most people didn't like it, but I was like, it's just more Crackdown. It was fun. But Crackdown 3, it was fine. But for the 5-6 years of waiting around for it after they announced it back in like, I don't even know, 2013 they announced that? During the Xbox reveal, right? They announced that? Was that during Xbox reveal? Maybe it was a year after.
I think you're after.
It might have been a year after, so 5 years of waiting. 5 years of waiting, it's finally out, and after all this was like, the destruction's gonna be crazy. The fucking cloud, it's gonna blow your nuts off. It's just the same game. It might as well just been a remake. Like it's like the same game. It's the exact same thing. I mean, it doesn't play bad. It's just the same game. We might as well just play the original. The original also had a little bit more going on with it too when it comes to like the story and stuff. I mean, the story wasn't great in either game, but at least there was like something more than this. It's just like, I don't know, it was like an 8-hour game, and it was done. I don't know. It felt like it was made in a year, not 5 or 6. I'm sure maybe that's probably the case. It might have been made in a year. Like it probably restarted development a few times. But yeah, no, multiplayer fucking sucked. It was the worst. So,
That auto aim stuff just did not make sense to me.
Dude, it was terrible. It's like they took the whole technology of the world exploding everywhere. Whenever you shoot it, everything falls apart. They put it in the multiplayer, and they couldn't think of a good way to like implement it. They just said, deathmatch and make the world explode to the point where you can't even tell what the fuck's going on at times. You're just like jumping through buildings. You don't know where anybody is. The camera's freaking out because there's debris everywhere. It's just it sucked. And my last game was Wolfenstein Youngblood, only because Wolfenstein 1 and 2 are fantastic games.
Shouts to Game Pass, by the way.
That one wasn't Game Pass.
No,
Crack-
Youngblood is. We're coming.
Oh, is it now?
Yeah, I think it's actually out today, if not tomorrow.
I mean, it's not a bad game. It's just that Wolfenstein 1 and 2 were so good when it comes to its story and characters. I love those characters. That this one just like, and especially like how Wolfenstein 2 ended with the tease of like his children, and that's not a spoiler because that's what the fucking game is about. Like I was like, all right, cool. I want to see his kids. I want to see how badass they are, and they're fucking the most annoying characters I think I've ever. Not, I should say that, not ever, but last year, easily the two most annoying fucking characters. They're so annoying. Every time you kill a Nazi, they have to say some stupid one-liner, and it's really annoying. It really is. It kind of ruined, and the story itself sucks.
What was the reason why? Because did they put that out for more money? Because the last one didn't do well.
Yeah, Wolfenstein 2 didn't do well. They wanted to make a game where they can monetize it and stuff. It's one of those, which sucks because Machine Games is great, and it sucks that they had to do that. 'Cause I'm sure Bethesda told them that you better do it, and they're like, okay.
I guess, Jesus Christ! All right.
And maybe that's not the case. I don't want to throw Bethesda under their fucking bus. Like they're like, no, we didn't.
Yeah, who wants to do that?
But first two games had nothing like that in it. It was just a story mode, single player. That's it. This is a fucking online game. I think it's online. I don't think it's always online, but it's one of those where I think you lose some certain things when you're not online.
Right. I
could be wrong. Like if you're disconnected, certain things don't appear. I could be wrong there, but I don't know. It's really annoying. I thought those characters were really annoying, and also just the mission structure was just like it's kind of open world, but not really. It's you revisit same areas over and over again. There's certain characters or certain enemies that you can't fight yet because they're too high powered. Which is like some RPG shit that shouldn't be in Wolfenstein, period. Because you should be a badass, it doesn't matter. And it's like, oh, you can't fight that thing. It has a skull on its name. That means you can't fight it. It's like, I didn't know I was playing fucking Final Fantasy. Eat my dick. Take your RPG shit. All right, so that's my disappointing.
All right, David.
All right, so my top 3 disappointments. Number 3, Super Dragon Ball Heroes World Mission. This was a game I was really excited for. The Dragon Ball Heroes card game was something that I've always wanted to play because it was Japanese arcade exclusive, and finally getting a portable handheld version of it was great. It was fun for the first hour. And then it immediately became apparent that there's very little strategy involved with the game. And it was a game, I mentioned this on the podcast too when I picked it up, that after the first day, the meta was immediately figured out. And if you didn't have a turn 1 winning condition, there was no fucking point playing online. The balance was disgusting. The story mode's okay. It's kind of neat, but again, it does not lend itself well to a good game. It really, I don't know. It was really disappointing. I was looking forward to a lot more than what the game actually delivered on. Number 2 on my list is Mortal Kombat 11. That game had a okay story mode. There was a lot of things that were really kind of neat, a lot of things that were really good, but at the end of the day, fuck the crypt. That was a nightmare, and fuck a lot of the decisions they made for the competitive scene. Having all these cool variations and not having a way to just quickly customize them for tournaments is horseshit. And especially at launch, it wasn't until just recently we even got a third variation option for each character. It's like, all right, we're going to give you all these cool moves, but they have certain socket slot numbers, and you can only pick certain amounts of them because of that. But if you want to actually compete competitively, only these 2 variations per character are going to be usable. So all those things you're having fun with, creating cool different tactics and ideas with, no, fuck off. You don't get to play with that. That's just for, it's for the casuals. Have fun later. And then number 1 disappointing game for me, Kingdom Hearts 3. That game, I was so excited for it. I was in it. I was down. I'm like, all right, let's do this. The game was horribly easy. The attraction, the little fucking attraction ride system horribly breaks the game. And more frustratingly, even than that, is Kingdom Hearts always had a bullshit convoluted story. Well, not always. 1 was okay. 1 was pretty straightforward. Save the fucking princess. There's other princesses. They're all connected. Defeat evil. Be a hero.
That's not convoluted at all. They're all connected. Yeah, you already lost me, bro. Where's Mickey fit in?
It fits in the slot. But
oh, okay, now I get it.
But Kingdom Hearts 3's story was so fucking horrible and convoluted that you have to follow basically a flowchart to even understand what the fuck's going on anymore, because it even goes back and retcons other shit from other games. But not only that, when you get to the very end of the game, you go ahead and you have like this big showdown between the heroes and the villains, and you actually get one thing that was actually kind of neat is you hot swap between all the hero characters. So you get to play as Sora, as Axel, as Kairi, and Aqua, and all that. And it's like, that's really cool. You're switching between all of them. It's really neat. I like it. I'm down for that. But then there's all these story elements they introduce at that moment. It's like, why the fuck are they bringing? Who were they have a brother? What is the mention of this fucking brother? I've never heard of this fucking brother figure before. And it's like, oh, that's because that's a detail that is only in the mobile game, which at that point in time, even if you played the mobile game, that part wasn't translated to the English version of the mobile game yet.
Well, you should play in Japanese.
Fucking apparently.
Should have learned Japanese.
I know, I'm not weeb enough. I gotta get better. But yeah, no, that game was absolute fucking dog shit. Absolutely disappointed by that game. That is my number one disappointing game of fucking last year. And that's how the year started.
Yeah. Well, no, same day with Resident Evil 2. Yeah, I know. You know what I was playing instead.
Yeah, I was playing Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yeah, you done goofed.
Yeah, I know. I done goofed, all right.
You done goofed.
All right. So,
you know what I find funny? The same day those two games came out, Resident Evil 2 was announced 7 months before that, and Kingdom Hearts 3 was announced maybe 12 years before that. So I'm just saying. I feel bad for you though. Actually, if Beyond Good and Evil 2 came out, and I'm like, I don't know what the fuck's going on, I'd be really upset.
Yeah.
All right, moving to honorable mentions of 2019.
Sure.
Again, we're gonna just do these like don't need to be too in depth. Couple of words about what you liked and why you didn't make it, but let's go through with it. So, Gore, what are your runners up?
Well, I have honorable mentions and games I want to give a mention to.
Because we're probably gonna play them sometime this year.
I played enough of these games to put in my top 10, but I don't feel right about doing that. So, these are my games that could be in my top 10, but I haven't finished them yet, and I don't feel like I played quite enough. Just real quick, the Somnium Files. I feel like when that game wraps up, it's gonna be in my top 5 somewhere. It's really good so far. DMC 5,
because that game could also do some weird shit at the end that you may go. Ugh.
I don't know. You really have to fuck with stuff. From what I heard, the story is great all the way throughout. So, DMC 5. Right now, I'm only at mission 5. You said there's 20, so that's not enough. But it's great. If it keeps up the momentum, then I'm sure it's going to be in there somewhere. Control. I feel like I played enough of it, but I feel weird about putting it in my top 10. I got like 12 hours into it, and it's like supposedly like a 15-hour game. So I'm really taking my time with it because I'm like chapter 6, I think, maybe, and there's 9 chapters, so I don't know. I don't know. You okay there?
I'm trying to. Oh, I went too loud. Am I louder?
You're way loud.
You just fucked your audio completely up.
I'll turn the audio down right there.
There you go. Death Stranding. I walked around a lot. I played about 12 hours that game. I think I got a good idea of it, but I didn't get into the story enough to really. And Bloodstained Virtual. What the fuck? Ritual Boy. Virtual Boy. Ritual of the Night. I got about 5 hours into that. So, again, another game I couldn't. So I guess you could say those are honorable mentions, but I didn't play them enough to put them in my top 10. Because if I did, most likely they'd be in there somewhere. My honorable mentions, just real quick. Days Gone. I like that game. It's way fucking too long. Really like the story.
Days long.
It is. It's like a 70-hour game. So supposedly, I got like 40 hours in, I think. And I'm like, this has to be wrapping up. And I find out I'm not. I'm like, I can't play anymore. I can't. So I just can't.
It's too hard.
The game is fun. It's way too fucking.
It's fun.
The game is fun for about 20-something hours, and then it fucking goes on and on. The hordes are cool, and the story I like. I like all the characters. That's why it's in my honorable mentions, because I do like the story. I had to watch the rest of it. I couldn't play anymore. I couldn't. I was done. It wasn't hard at all. The game was easy, super easy. It was just really monotonous and repetitive. It's the same thing, but whatever. So I don't know. It was fun, but I had to stop. My friend Pedro. I played a few hours of that, I think, and that's a fun game. I need to play more of that. I really recommend it if you like to slow motion shoot some dudes. And Ultimate Alliance 3, I think that's like the perfect 7 out of 10 of last year. Maybe even a 6, but like it's a fun time. And as we talked about earlier, it sold 1 million copies, so it gotta be good. I'm actually surprised it didn't sell more because of how big Marvel is right now and how big Switch is. But
Right.
you know,
The one's 1 million is still good though.
Ultimate Alliance 3. That's it. Just 3 honorable mentions. 8 if you count the ones that are in my top 10.
All right, David, your turn.
All right, so my first honorable mention is also going to go to Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3. It's a fine game. I had a lot of fun with it. It's good co-op action. It's a good grind fest if you want that. Mediocre story, but all in all, if you want kind of like a good beat-em-up RPG, it's hard to go wrong with it. So all in all, it's a fine game. I have no problem with it, but I definitely feel like it does deserve the recognition of some level. Super Robot Wars T, didn't play enough of it to warrant putting it on my list, but I fucking love the Super Robot Wars games. They're fucking great. Giant robots and fantastic, gorgeous combat animations, crossovers of all these things. Plus, it brought along Magic Knight Rayearth and Cowboy Bebop in it, which was really cool. Sad that Evangelion got left out. But all in all, I enjoyed it. I just didn't play enough of it to feel right putting it on my list. And finally, of my honorable mentions, Wargroove. Again, another example of right up my fucking alley with strategy RPG gameplay. Love the character designs, love the concept. It's just, I didn't play enough to feel right putting it in my list, but fantastic game.
That's where I am. So just a segue into that. Wargrooves, I'm on one of my potentials as well. Super awesome game. Definitely, I'll probably restart and just go through it again, but it was really fun. Kind Words, played it a little bit. Kind of trying to go through every once in a while to pick it up. Haven't been able to do that, but I really want to. Super heartwarming. I love the concept. Super unique game. Beat Saber is on my top. I want to put more time into it.
I thought that came out in 2018 because that would be in my top 10.
2019.
I think it was 2018 technically. Oculus Quest came out in 2019, so if I put it, then that would be right. Because I did put it on my list.
Released May 21st, 2019.
You sure? I thought it was like December of 2018.
It was early access in November 2018.
Okay. All right. That's fine then. All right. Well, it's in my list. So.
Beat Saber.
Oh, you know what? I forgot a game. Fuck it. Good.
When you have time to...
no, I don't care. No, this game sucks. I was going to say Gears 5.
Okay. No, Beat Saber super awesome. If I had more room, I'd probably play that a lot more, but it's a bit of a hassle to set up. But I'm sure if I ever get the Oculus up, that'll be one of my games to go to pretty often.
Yeah.
Control, I just started. I already know it's going to be up there somewhere, but I don't nearly have enough time on that to make a call on that. I'm sure sometime next year when I start playing a lot of these games like Sekiro, Control, Disco Elysium, whenever that comes out, I'm sure my list might change. This is a very flexible list for this last year, but Control will be on there. Same thing with Luigi Mansion 3. I'm sure that would make the list 100% if I had beaten the game. Not quite up there yet, but super awesome game. I love that. What the Golf? We talked about it last week. Weirdest fucking game I played in a while, but awesome time. I fucking enjoyed it. And then with Tom, that's the one that's on the cusp of top 10. It was super cute. Loved it. Just got edged out a little bit by my number 10. All right.
Yeah.
Let's go through it. So we're gonna do with our number 10s, and I'll make a time marker of each game. All right, David, you're up first. Then let's go. Yeah. Oh no, we've been going gore.
Yeah,
David.
we've been going gore. Me, you.
All right, so we doing like
number
R10.
R10. Yeah. So you're 10,
Right,
then
so
David's 10.
I
So
do
your
10.
number 10,
Okay,
then
okay.
my 10, then his 10.
Okay, I think.
And we will have overlap, so we don't have to, this conversation is not going to be as long as we think.
Yeah. Okay, my number 10 is Mario Maker 2. There you go.
All right.
The game was good.
The game was fun. The game is
Do
good.
you think it would have been higher had it had online multiplayer at the beginning and it was actually working?
I think it would be higher if I played it more. but I only played it for a few hours to be fair. But I think that's a good assessment of what we get. I made a couple levels. I checked out a bunch of levels. Obviously, I did a whole video of checking out a bunch of people's
Go
random
watch his
fucking
final
levels.
video on that one. Where
Yeah.
It's 4 o'clock boys. It was try as it's called easy and fun. Okay,
Easy and
2
fun.
seconds dies in. Fuck this.
It's fucking Adrian's level, by the way. He's leaving that part out. But it's a great game. It's definitely on there. It's not too high though, because I didn't play enough. I'm sure it'll definitely be up there if I play it more. One game I wanted to put on here, but it's not officially out yet, was Dreams.
Literally what I was gonna say is I talk about this. It's like it's some fucking like fantasy thing I really want to do with that stream thing that with Dreams.
Yeah.
I want to do that with Mario Maker 2. I think that'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah,
if
Mario Maker 2 would
if
be
we have
really
some
cool,
sort of
just
dual stream, I don't know how to edit it or something, but I think that'd be fun if we just fuck
you
around
could
with
just
that.
do it on a Mixer. Can you do that? Dual stream?
Yeah,
they have
but
that?
I'm talking about like yeah, we can.
And we can record it. You can record it though. You just take a screen recorder and record both our streams. There you go.
We'll see. Somehow I want
And
to
then stream that.
we have a
on
lot of
Twitch.
ideas, by the way. Like, not to derail this, but we have a lot of ideas of stuff that we're gonna do. I think we have one more series we're throwing out there, me and Gore.
Yeah.
And then we also want to do some more streams, hopefully. But yeah, so sorry to interrupt. Super Mario Maker 2, Dreams.
Super
It has
Mario
that
Maker
Dreams idea
2.
where it's like it has a lot of cool shit from other people that it makes it fucking incredible.
If Dreams officially came out last year, I didn't play a lot of that, but I played enough to be like, yeah, I get it. I didn't make a game though, to be fair. Like, when Dreams was first announced and shown a lot, I knew immediately I'm probably not gonna make my own thing. I'm just gonna play a bunch of fucking weird stuff, because it's just I don't have patience for something like that. Like Mario Maker, I'm surprised I had the patience to make a fucking little level in that game, let alone Dreams to make a whole game. But like if Dreams came out officially, I would put that number 10. But like number 10 is my dedicated make your own bullshit game, I guess. Because it was gonna be Dreams, but it doesn't officially come out until like next week, I think, right?
Yeah.
And Valentine's Day, right? So actually, exactly.
We should. You know what? Let's make that. Let's talk about that soon. Then we'll maybe make some streams like that with being the full release now.
Sure, I got it. Oh, I don't have shit.
You don't have shit.
I don't have shit. I'm empty, bro. No, I don't have PS Plus. Do you need that to play online?
Yeah.
I mean, I know you need to play online. Do you need
I don't
that
think
to play
you need it to play to download games. That'd be weird.
download games? That would be really fucking weird.
I don't think you do.
Anyway, that's my number 10, Mario Maker.
All right, David.
All right, my number 10, I'm the only reason this is at 10 is just because I haven't finished it, so it's not, I don't feel it's fair to put it higher on the list, and that's Resident Evil 2. Absolutely love the game.
How far did you get?
I'm almost done, Chris, goddamn. I'm almost done Leon's campaign.
How far are you though? Like, where are you?
I'm trying to remember.
Did you get the gun? Did you find the police building yet?
Yeah, I'm past all that.
No, I just got out of the car. I'm walking in a crowd.
I haven't played it since it came out, so
I saw a guy eat a hamburger and I shut off.
I said that looks good. I got hungry.
That's good, bro.
No, I remember finding the passwords to get into like all the safes and shit, and
Okay. Yeah.
A password as in like the little like figures where it was like look like a little blocks.
yeah.
Oh yeah, you're like right there. What the fuck?
Well, I don't know. That could be early too. What are you talking about?
If you find both keys, you climb down and get that. No, you should be kind of close.
I'm not exactly sure what he's talking about, to be fair.
When you are you talking about when you're in the plant area?
No,
No.
I think he's still at the police station. Yeah, I know what safe he's talking about. He's talking about the one in the police chief's room,
Yeah.
right?
Oh
Yeah.
God, no, you're very far behind.
You're still pretty early.
Yeah, you're very early.
Is this
I'd
separate
say
really?
you're about maybe 2/5 of the way.
All right, the game's a little bit longer than I remember it, but either way, I love Resident Evil 2 original.
I like how hold on, I'm gonna call David out right now. I like how Wargroove. You know, I liked it, just didn't play enough of it, man. You know, just did not belong on that
Wargroove, I
list.
legitimately always
And then
played
Resident
like
Evil
fucking
2.
30 minutes.
I got about 2/5 of the way through Resident Evil 2, number 10.
Well, that,
I also told you guys I was struggling to make a top 10 list.
I
so-
asked you confidently, are you alright? Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, I'm good. I have 10 games here.
Hey, just roll with it. You should have just said, I'm fighting that the big monster at the end. And we would have been like, okay. I don't know why you didn't finish it, but it's...
I died a lot, man. I hate when I hate when you
Resident Evil 2, it pretty much goes through the same motions.
I hate when you die like 2 times in a row and you're like, do you need us to turn easy mode on for you? I'm like, fuck out of here.
I will say I played easy mode on my second playthrough because I was just like, I want to speed run this bitch.
Oh, for like the other campaign? I'll probably do that for the other campaign.
Oh, yeah, easy mode is still challenging enough. You know, yeah. It's not like everybody's the zombies like you just look on the ground the entire time, not even fucking worrying about you.
Dude,
you know?
the
Tyrant still whoops your ass.
I love that fucking what the lightning, what's it called?
Oh, the pistol you're talking about, Lightning Hawk.
Yeah. Oh, that's the fucking that's the killer right there.
Yeah. That's fuck, I forgot whose gun that is.
I saved. We'll talk about more later on because it's definitely on my list. But I saved like all my ammo for. I used only exclusively pistol ammo unless I like really needed to get out of a pinch. So I had like fucking mad's amount of just fucking Lightning Hawk and shotgun ammo at the end. All the bosses were fucking easy. I'm just like, all right.
Yeah, that's actually what you're supposed to do with the.
All right, you're dead. And then
that's what most people do. They save their Magnum shit for. That's the Magnum, right? Can't remember. Yeah. Yeah, they save their Magnum stuff for that, or they save it for the annoying ass fucking plant monsters,
which were super easy to cheese, by the way.
By the way, Claire, not a problem. I'll just say that.
It's just not a problem with fucking with Leon though either.
Leon, it gets annoying though because if you didn't have a shiv with you and they grab you, you're fucking done.
Yeah, but I mean, you know how to. I just kept him with the flamethrower. What I would do is hit him with the flamethrower, look at them on the ground, wait for them to stop moving. Flamethrower. Like, just tap the fucking trigger, like barely. They do it again. Do it, like, 2 times, and they just blow up.
Sorry. I meant the other way. With Leon, it's not a problem. Claire, it's harder.
Oh, God damn it.
I forgot.
I was going to say, is it easier than that? Because, yeah.
I'm thinking Claire's the one with the flamethrower. It's not yet.
No, you just keep tapping them because they're on the ground, like, and you just tap them again. Like, tap again.
Because I'll just say this, Claire doesn't have the flamethrower. So.
Fuck.
Yeah, something else that's pretty cool, though.
Yeah, I got fucking 90,000 ammo of it already. I don't have it. All right, sorry to derail your number 10.
No, it's all good.
No, we're talking about Resident Evil 2.
We did it. My number 10. Shoutouts to Gore is Gears 5. I still liked it, and I think it was a very cool choice at the end. Depending on what they do with Gears 6, I really thought that was a really cool narrative choice to go with it.
I like that. See how it plays out.
I like how that is and playing it out, and then you kind of you and like I said, one of my favorite things is when you play as a character and you're kind of seeing your protagonist from another light, or your other player from. So Marcus, like, he's now an NPC. And I forget what other game did that recently. I was playing a game that did that recently. I forgot. Red Dead.
Oh
yeah.
I guess.
Yeah. But I love seeing that, and then seeing the ramifications of that happening, where I ended up. Spoilers. There's going to be spoilers on this, by the way. When you were able to kill Marcus' son.
All right.
And that's what I did, and I know that's the fucked up thing, because, man, this motherfucker's went through a lot, but just seeing his fucking performance afterwards, it's come a long way since Gears 2.
Yeah.
The whole game, it had a lot of cool moments. It wasn't the most. I think it could have done without the open world stuff. That was just no point to that.
Yeah, that was very like they played God of War, and they were just like, oh, let's have an open place where every corner has like a new side mission.
Yeah, and I don't like that.
And they were just like, yeah, we don't want to like actually make it fun.
Yeah. To be fair, I don't think the God of War stuff was that fun either. It felt like it was shorter. It was a lot shorter. But
no, all the God of War ones were extremely. Dude, you save dragons. In Gears of War, you go over there, guys.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying the in between parts, like when you're sailing over to those places. You did get the stories from what's his name.
You get a lot of stories from Amir, and also just them talking too.
Yeah, but it just felt like fluff for the sake of being fluff at some point. After a while, I should say. At the first, it was cool, but and I just didn't. We don't need that in Gears. Just give me a straight up linear style game. Just here. That's what I'm looking for. Embrace the story. It just felt like they were trying to flex. Like, hey, look how big we can make this. Hey, it looked gorgeous. It looked incredible.
It felt like they saw Gears of War. I mean Gears of War. That's not what it's called. God of War, and was just like, they have a boat. We got a cool.
Yeah, but there was no point to it. It wasn't even like a fully populated open world. It was like there's something here, maybe there, and then that's it. I'm like, but I saw the downgrade of the game. I still had a lot of fun with it. I think it's very polished. I like the multiplayer modes they have in it.
Well, it is polished, but there was a fuck ton of glitches when that game came out.
There were some glitches, and yeah, I did hit one.
I got to experience some of them when I finished.
Oh yeah, me and him. What was it again? I forgot. We were like flying out.
We got into the car, and then you guys.
We played it for 20 minutes and saw one of the world's funniest glitches from last year.
So we also had the mission start without us.
Yeah, that
was part of that because
no, I think that was part of it because I saw it because I was Jack, right?
No, because we had to restart it after that.
Was it Jack? I don't remember.
But anyway, so what happens? We got into one of the cars, and I didn't know they were clipping out. So I'm like, all right, guys, so you shouldn't that shooting at what? I'm like, there. I don't know what's going on. Right now.
We weren't there.
Yeah,
we were supposed to be in a truck, and we weren't. We were just on the fucking side.
Well,
of the
yeah.
road.
So when I say polished, I mean like, kind of what like the gameplay wise,
the game wasn't glitching out. You could feel like, oh, they spent a lot of time finessing this gameplay.
Yeah,
the gunplay is good.
I will say Gears 5 definitely felt like that transitionary period, where it's like every trilogy that's not fucking like incredible. Every trilogy that can kind of get like not up to that plateau. I should say every trilogy has that like kind of weird point. Like the first part is like, all right, we're playing it safe. We're just getting our groove going. 5 is always the weird one where they kind of get a little bit too weird with it. 3 is where they usually hit it home. So I'm kind of hoping that 6 kind of brings it there because I do like the ending of 5 a lot. I really 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 like the ending of 5.
Sure. Felt familiar though. Like it felt like Gears of War 3's ending in a way.
Yeah, but there's still more ramifications to it.
Do you think they're going to do like a Mass Effect thing where it'll carry over your save and whoever you
that's what I'm saying.
Let sacrifice?
In the beginning, I bet you know what I'm predicting. This
it'll ask
this
you.
is it'll have a flashback and it'll make you decide again.
What I'm saying is because people and I don't think they will, but people are saying, oh, I feel like they're just going to make one of them the canon choice. I'm like, I don't think there's any way they do that. If they do, I'd be really disappointed that they did that.
This is one cool thing about Wolfenstein. In Wolfenstein 1, you make a choice about somebody to save, and all through Wolfenstein 1 and 2, whatever you chose, I mean, you have to choose again in Wolfenstein 2. They don't carry your save, but you get to choose again, and then the game is not completely different, but like a lot of cutscenes.
I will say that is one of the most underrated features of just this general, not features in general. Walking Dead, Mass Effect, and that. Any game that does the carryover where it has ramifications from that, I love that. That stuff's super fucking cool.
Yeah, that's really cool. And that's actually one cool thing about I right now, which you could say that about Zero Escape also, is that like just choices you make, like, oh fuck. I mean, you have to go back and do other routes, obviously. Still, it's cool to see like, oh, this changes the,
Yeah.
And also Outer Worlds. Outer Worlds, you could tell people to fuck off, and that's it. You're not doing that mission anymore, and that will have ramifications way later in the game, which is really cool. Right now, we'll talk about it later.
Yeah. So number 9, Gore.
Beat Saber.
Did you have to see that on your list list now?
What?
Did you have to put that on your list list now, or did you have that already?
It was my number 10, and I moved it up actually. I was thinking about it. And I was like, that game's really good. So I was going to put it anyway. I thought it came out in 2018, but I knew the Oculus Quest version came out this year, so I thought I was fine there. I was like, whatever, because I was putting it on there anyway, because I was having a hard time.
I feel like early access doesn't count, but I see if
early access doesn't count.
If we were doing it, I try to keep it related to that year, so like maybe without like that extreme. So Disco Elysium, when it comes out this year, that will be my. If it's that good and I do like it, it will be somewhere in my game of the year for this year. But I didn't want to reach in like Night in the Woods came out on Switch last year. I wouldn't have put that on here because I'm like that's a little bit too much in the past for that. But
sure,
anyway,
but I was thinking also like on Oculus Quest, it's a completely different experience anyway because you don't have the stupid fucking PSVR wire, and I'm sure also it's great on PC, but I can't play that. So I don't want to play with a giant wire attached to me. Like I'm like on
dude.
some like CPR thing or some shit.
If
like,
it wasn't for every console coming out this year, I probably would have like 100% went down on the Oculus. But I'm like,
it's really good. I'm because you know how the PSVR is so blurry and
dude,
shit.
it's blurry, and then you have that like, and then it's like you got the heavy cords you can always feel, and the everything.
So it's crystal clear in the Oculus. I don't know how they did it. I know it's been 3 years since. I mean, in between, it's been 3 years, and so the technology got better. But like, it's wireless. It's self-contained. The graphics look just as good as PSVR, and it's crystal clear. Like I don't get it. I don't, and it's wireless, so obviously. I don't get how they did it. But Beat Saber is perfect because I'm just like, my room is big enough where if I move shit around, I'm fine. But like, it's so nice not to like go this way and then feel a dumb big piece of shit wire like digging into my arm.
You know what though? Like the one experience that is okay with it because you're not really bound by it is Tetris Effect.
Oh, yeah, because you're just sitting down.
You're just chilling, but like when you start to get to the more active games, that cord becomes such a hindrance. But also PSVR is also the most easily accessible piece of VR out there, cheapest and
cheapest, sure. Yeah, accessible. I think Oculus Quest is way more accessible.
Well, everyone has a PS4 and it's cheapest, so that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but if you don't have a PS4 and you want VR, then Oculus Quest is. I mean, it's only $400. I mean, it's not like that's the price of what's the PS4? What is it called? The Pro? Isn't that $400? So I get it. The games are expensive too on Oculus Quest, unless there's a sale. Like most of them are range from like $20 to $30 to $40. There's no there's free games like Rec Room obviously is free. So right there, and that game you can spend hours in. I mean, that's another thing.
I might invest into it later this year. We'll see.
That's another thing, though. The battery life isn't great. But to be fair, after about 3 hours, you don't want to play anymore anyway because it's just like fucking much. But anyway, back to Beat Saber. Beat Saber is great. Put custom songs on it. It's amazing. Everybody does it on YouTube. I don't want to hear shit. It's amazing. So good.
Do people talk shit on that?
Game's great. I'm pretty sure you're not allowed to do that. Like mod it. But guess what?
Who cares?
I'm not saying I do. But
I do.
What I do. And everybody on YouTube does it too. So, sorry. But Beat Saber.
Sorry.
Toss a coin to your Witcher. Beat Saber. Let's go. My Stick, the Yoda Bad Lips reading song. Let's go. I put them all on there.
Right.
Queen. Some Queen songs on there. It's just a fun game. It's Guitar Hero if you had a lightsaber. That's pretty much it. And also you had a custom song list, I guess. Can't do that with PSVR also, I don't think, right?
Oh, yeah.
A custom song list. So there you go. That's another reason why it's way better on Oculus or the PC. The PC Oculus, whatever that's called. Rift, I guess. And I'm assuming it's on Vive also.
Yeah, it's on Vive.
And what's the Valve one now, which I heard is like the best one?
Valve
Rift.
We talked about it recently on the podcast. I don't remember what it's called now.
Index.
There you go. Close enough.
Which is selling out like crazy.
And that, you know why? You know why.
Beat Saber. All right, David, number 9.
All right, so my number 9 is one of 4 games of 2019 that I put over 100 hours in, which is why I didn't finish many games in 2019, and that is Dragon Quest XI.
Fuck, that was a good guess.
Dragon Quest XI was a really good game for the first 2 fucking
100 hours
chapter segments of it.
2 years.
No, the first 2 kind of chapter segments were really good, and then they do some bullshit. I'm not gonna say because I don't want to spoil it for you guys.
Yeah, I'm still playing. I'd see.
He's talking about one of his favorite games this year, and he starts off, I liked it until it sucked.
No, but see, here's the thing with David. He says this sometimes, but like when I was playing Persona, he was like, dude, something happens at the end, just fucking dumb, ruins a lot of that shit. I put through that game, got to the end, I was like, that was fucking awesome. And I had to ask David, what part are you like? This part, I was like, what the fuck? That was the part that you just fucking thought was bad?
Yeah! That conversation.
Shut up! Yeah.
No,
I know you spoiled it though last time. You didn't know. I know. Okay, shut up. Before you stop talking, you spoiled it last time. Gordon, you hear? Don't say anything else because you don't realize when you're spoiling it. So don't say anything else. No more. I think it's dumb though.
No. Because then after that, you're going through 30 hours of
Don't
book.
say anything else. You're the worst with this. Continue with Dragon Quest.
Because I am playing it when Persona
Yes.
5. Well,
I'll
yeah,
tell you,
not-
you're never going to go through with it, but don't turn back to the episode. David's fucking spoils it. He's like, I'm not going to spoil it, but then spoils it.
I'm not going to spoil it, but when everybody dies.
All in all, I liked Dragon Quest. The combat was fun. It was a mostly good story. Obviously, I put over 100 hours in it, so I think it's definitely a game worth fucking investing that kind of time into. It's just the last bit of the story. Granted, you guys know my taste. I like when shit gets grimdark. I like when shit gets just absolutely abysmal. That kind of feeling of despair that's just overwrought throughout. And it's like, yeah, that's not Dragon Quest. I get that. But I had a hope. I had a hope, and they took it away from me. But no, all in all, it's a good game. My personal tastes are why it's low on the list, is just because it didn't end up being what I was hoping they would do with it. But no, it's a good RPG. I liked it.
Did you just spoil Dragon Quest 11 right there?
I didn't hear a thing. Don't fucking say anything else. I don't want y'all don't. I wasn't paying attention. Don't say.
I didn't spoil shit. Shut up.
He said everybody died at the end. There's no
dragon. No, I didn't.
All right.
Now you're trying to make me out to be a bastard.
We don't need to help with that, bro.
You're going to be a bastard.
You're a bastard, bro.
All right. My number 9 is Later Alligator. That was the one I talked about a couple weeks ago. That was that point-and-click game that's kind of a whodunit on Steam. Super adorable. Love that cast. Super awesome. I just fucking started cracking up because the cast is pretty hilarious. There's a good cast. It's just a town of just alligators, right? I mean, you can get on a bus in between each like kind of town segment, and you'll see some of the people that you've talked to before, just chilling, or you see some random alligators on there. And there was one alligator. I started cracking up. It's not even gonna be that funny to you guys, but I just saw it. I thought it was funny. It was a small little kid alligator who was just like, he just could not put his arms down, so he was just T-posing just on the seat, just like this, just straight, just the alligator just chilling, just looking out like that. I started laughing. I was like, look at that alligator. He just can't put his arms down.
He saw us.
Yeah. Super awesome game. I think Gore, I think you would like it. I think you like a good whodunit. It has a really good plot, and you're probably done with it like probably 5 hours maybe after everything's said and done.
Okay. Check it out.
Yeah, that's mine. Gore, you're number 8.
Yeah,
or no, sorry, yeah, you're number 8. Yeah.
Yeah, my number 8, baby. My number 8, Borderlands 3. Good ass game, man. Played about 30 hours of it, didn't finish it, but good ass game. Like, I played enough to be able to tell you it's in my top 10. I played more than this motherfucker did Resident Evil 2. So, great game. Don't kiss me. Great game. I don't care what anybody says. I know Randy Pitchford's a dick, and they had probably the world's worst like reveal event ever.
Oh, that's still one of my favorite moments of last year. Oh, why is it not playing? Why is it?
Well, here's the trailer.
Here's the magic trick. Let me stall for time.
Here's the trailer for Borderlands 1 remaster, and it's like fucking choppy. It's like, and you're like, oh shit. Yeah, it's coming. It's coming out in a few days. Oh god. But yeah, but Borderlands 3 is great. It really is. It's a great game. Has awesome loot. The story itself is fine. You know, it's Borderlands, so it's either you like the humor and the storytelling, or you don't. It's not going to win you over if you don't. But it's a lot of fun. All the areas are really fun to do, to explore, not do. The missions are great. I mean, it's just more Borderlands. I not much else to say besides it. If you like Borderlands 1 and 2, or even the pre-sequel, then you're going to like this game. It's fun, and it's fun. The game is fun. If it's not fun, what's the point?
It's going to be Blueberries Podcast, or it's going to be a Fun Games, Blueberries Podcast, episode number 46.
The game is fun. So anyway, that's my number 8.
Cool. David.
My number 8 is Final Fantasy XIV Shadowbringers. I was really excited to finally get into this expansion, and as I kind of mentioned, and I should have mentioned earlier, but yeah, just expect them playing, kind of like you guys with Overwatch, just expect them playing 14 all the fucking time. I've finally started diving a lot into the Shadowbringers content. I don't normally like playing tank roles, but Gunbreaker, which is introduced in Shadowbreaker, a lot of fucking fun. I like the combos. I like the kind of distinct use of the kind of gun shells that you build up as you're slashing with the sword. It actually feels really nice. I like playing that class. Dancer I've tinkered with a little bit, but it's all right. There's other DPS I'd rather play, like Summoner. But the story has been absolutely fucking dark. Absolutely love it. The Nier Automata raid. The Nier Automata raid I'm prepping for. I really want to do that. It looks so freaking crazy. But unfortunately, I'm not eye level enough for it yet. But I can't wait to dive into that. Oh man, that looks like just such a fun and amazing raid. And all in all, the content introduction has been just absolutely been blown away by the amount of thought put into a lot of the boss fights. Some of the trials have been really, really freaking a lot of thoughts put into them. Really challenging, really fun, just the right amount of coordination. And shit, I fucked up. All right, let me relearn this pattern again. But absolutely,
I thought you actually meant, yeah. I thought you were like, I forgot to put this game in.
No, but no, absolutely love it. The only reason why, again, this is lower on the list is the nature of a fucking MMO. I haven't gone through all of it. It takes a long fucking time to get caught up on that shit. But no, absolutely love it. Love where the story's going. Love a lot of the dungeons and trials, and I cannot wait to do that Nier Automata raid. That looks so good. And Gunbreaker, despite it being a stupid name for the class and me still not understanding how using a gunblade makes you a fucking tank, I don't give a shit. It's fun fucking tanking class. But yeah, that's my number 8.
All right,
there you go.
My number 8 is actually Tetris 99.
Oh, yeah, I was going to put that on there too, but I didn't play enough, really.
Dude, I remember that game came out, that was all I played for like the week, dude. I solidly, that's all I did. Come on, play Tetris 99, and you sink hours and hours into that game, just not realizing it. I started to get good enough. I was getting top 10s. I got one win ever on there. And man, that was the same kind of rush I had whenever I'm in like the last end of like an Apex or PUBG, where it's like you and one guy, and it can go one way or the other, and then you can actually see the other guy's screen, so you're like, oh, that motherfucker's ready to fucking hit me so hard right now. So you start just piling it on there. And Gore hates it. I think it's kind of hilarious because it has a random element to it where it's like, oh, you might just get fucked right out of the gate. So I love when a game just
every
starts.
time I get fucked.
Actually, I like the idea. It's like when you start a game, it's almost like the John Wick poster where just everyone just guns at you.
We're pointing guns at you.
And you're just like, all right, motherfuckers, this is how it's gonna be, all right?
By the way, did I ever tell you that my idea for the poster for John Wick 4?
No.
It's John Wick.
Is the Earth pointing a gun?
It's John Wick in space, and the planet is pointing a gun at him. I don't know how he's in space, but we'll work it out. Yeah,
figure it out. But no, Tetris 99 is one of those things that it makes me kind of want another game to come back. You guys remember 1 vs 100?
Yep.
Dude, I've been campaigning for 1 vs 100 to come back since the day it stopped. I think that was such an amazing time. That was like almost, it wasn't quite the zeitgeist, but it was like a kind of like almost mini brooming up of a zeitgeist if it kept going. Where that was cool because it was a program time that we were still all willing to go on. Hey, this is on right now. Fuck it, let's all play right now, and then we'd all play that. And we always kind of try to work together, kind of see where we go. Some of us get kind of far in there. Super awesome time. I don't even care if there's prizes involved.
Yeah, there doesn't need to be prizes at all. Just make it just.
I played it even when it wasn't alive. You know, they had the offline mode thing.
Yeah, that was such a fucking awesome game. And I still tweet Phil Spencer once in a blue moon. I'm fucking bring it back. Hey, I'm good on those. I also tweeted out saying, hey, bring Kung Fu Chaos out, and he was like, oh yeah, just add monsters. They're Ninja Theory now. They're a good studio, and then they bought them. So you're welcome.
Yeah, I'm sure that was the reason why they bought them.
He obviously learned. He's like, oh yeah, they made fucking Kung Fu Chaos. Let me go talk to them.
Or he was thinking, I'm gonna fuck this little boy's life up right now and buy this studio. with this one kid I want to fuck up. He keeps
I'm
going,
about to buy this whole man's career.
Yeah, well,
It's
I guess you work at Ninja Theory. Congrats, Adrian. I don't know.
You're
the
welcome.
janitor?
You're welcome, Ninja Theory. I got you guys.
Man, I would sell my
I would-
soul to wipe the shit skids off their toilet bowls. Because I'm the janitor. 'Cause I don't have talent, so.
Dude, I would love 1 vs 100 so much. That would be great. But yeah, Tetris 99 is fucking awesome. I would love if more games like kind of took that approach because it was such a cool. I like the idea of it where it's the Nintendo idea in the middle of all this battle royale shit going on. It just like Nintendo's like, let's make a battle royale game, but we don't want to fucking make a battle royale game. What do we have? We have Tetris. Yeah, let's do that. Fuck it.
Yeah. Oh, do they have Tetris though? Technically.
That was a co-partnership with both of them. I think Tetris rights are really weird if I recall correctly.
Effect was a PS4 game. Yeah, I guess it went to PC later.
But anyway, that's my number 8. So Gore, number 7.
All right, my number 7 is Sayonara Wild Hearts.
Nice.
Great game. I remember seeing that game back in the Game Awards last, I think, 2018. I think that was like a pre-show reveal. I was like, oh, looks cool.
Such a fucking awesome soundtrack.
Yeah, it was great. It's a great game. It's one of those games where you can definitely play it over and over again and just have a good time just looking at it. It's not like the most challenging game out there, but it's a lot of fun. Also, the music's great.
I will say, I feel like that game is super awesome if it's like one of those times where you just had a shit day, you know, and you're just kind of like, just like not in a good mood or good spirits. I feel like that's just a good game. Just turn the lights off, pull your switch out, just do that, play that game, and just kind of get immersed in there for like an hour. Because it's a game, but it's like almost like a visual soundtrack. You are just playing through a soundtrack, and yeah, it's got the teeniest bit of difficulty. Sometimes you might die, but I mean, don't worry about it. It's not gonna be an issue. But
no problem.
Such an awesome vibe of that game. Soundtrack, visuals, everything just goes full force on that. Same people that made Device 6, which is one of my all-time favorite games. So one day I want everyone to play.
Sure.
But anyway, it was yours, buddy. If you want to talk about more though.
No, it was great. I really enjoyed it. Queen Latifah was in it. I didn't know it was her until the end. I was like, oh, sounded like somebody I knew.
Yeah, right.
I haven't seen Queen Latifah in like 10 years. I think the last movie I saw her in was 22 Jump Street. He played Ice Cube's wife for like 5 seconds in that movie. Remember? He's like, "You're giving me 2 measly ass string beans." Dude, pissed that fucking Jonah Hill fucking daughter.
22 Jump Street is one of the
fuck the captain daughter. That's one of my favorite.
22 Jump Street is
one of the best theater experiences I've ever had. My entire theater fucking lost it there.
Dude, 22 Jump Street is not only one of the best comedy sequels ever, if not in my mind, I can't think of anything else. 22 Jump Street is one of the only movies ever in the history of movies to ever get me to cry so hard I started laughing. Just that fucking look when he walked up to him.
They play the fucking like the light bulb like thing. He's like, "Oh shit!"
That look. He just.
You're talking about Ice Cube.
Yeah, that dinner just.
Oh yeah, that was great.
I was
thinking
it was when they were walking into the restaurant. We're like, "Daddy, just come in. Don't worry about it."
He's like, "What the fuck?" That's what he said too. What the fuck? I thought you were talking about Channing Tatum when he's like trying to.
No, that was hilarious too. That was the appetite. That was dude. That was the appetizer. I was getting into it like, oh, he's getting me laughing. I'm already going. Then just the fuck.
The fuck?
God damn it.
Yeah, what was the fake name he was using? He just kept using that.
I do that in the fucking the poem reading. It's so.
Oh yeah, the Def Jam. No, the slam poetry. Sorry, yeah. Def Jam. Wish it was.
Oh, what was the name he goes? Oh, what was the name he goes? He said.
Dead.
No, what's the name he uses though?
I forgot. Bethany or something like that. No, it was something. I forgot.
It was a famous name. Fuck, I like how I need to look this up.
I like this movie so much.
Huh?
Did we like this movie so much too?
Jonah Hill. What's his name in the movie?
Schmidt. I don't know his fake name because he has a fake name in it, and that's the one that Ice Cube's just like, yeah, what's up, Johnny, or whatever, like, because he knows his real name's not whatever the fucking fake name was.
Oh, yeah, Julia Roberts, Julia Rob Hertz.
he talks about somebody that died. He's just like, "You are dead." That's how the
He go. I have the whole thing. Oh, Cynthia, you're dead. You're dead. Boop, bop, beep, boop, boop, bop, boop, boop. You're dead. That's for Cynthia. He's dead. Incredible movie, dude.
Oh, Chris, can we? The meme that still is around is my name is Jeff. Fucking love.
Dude, 20 Jump Street is fucking.
Friend Hefe. He's like, my name is Jeff.
Did you see 20 Jump Street?
Ages ago, and I thought it was good.
I fucking love that movie.
Dude, it's so good. So fucking good. People say you can't make a comedy sequel. Fucking look at 22 Jump Street. It's so good.
Well, that's the thing. 22 Jump Street's the exact same movie, but it knows that it's the exact same movie.
It makes a joke about that, and then at the end, it does credits forever about it.
Dude, the drug scene was so good. Where like one side's like happy, Channing Tatum's like fucking dancing, and then they're playing "Will You Take Me Higher?" and Jonah Hill scene's like all like rain clouds. It's so good. Anyway, what were we talking about? Sayonara Wild Hearts.
Good game. Check it out, guys. David, number 7.
All right. Gore, do you want to try and take a guess?
Fire Emblem.
No. I'll give you a hint. You still probably won't get it right, but it is a game heavily featuring violent animal.
Ape
Sonic.
No.
Featuring a violent animal?
Yeah.
Ape Out.
No. It is Fight Crab.
Oh, I would have never guessed that. I forgot that game.
That game is so much fucking fun. That kind of replaced Gang Beasts for me, of just having people come over and be like, all right, let's play something. It's like, all right, what are we gonna play? You guys want to play a fucking crab-based fighting game? All right, we got who wants the gun, who wants the katana? Let's just fucking go to town. And no, it is an absolutely fun game to just kind of have a bunch of people over, have a few drinks, and just fuck around. Absolutely love the shit out of Fight Crab. Fucking great game. Not much to say. It's a fucking crab fighting game. Go play it.
Go play it, nerds.
Hell yeah. My number 7 is Neocab.
Oh.
It was very different from what I was expecting, but I still liked it a lot. I thought initially it was going to be kind of just more and I guess it kind of is. Maybe I could be wrong because I haven't actually played Valhalla. I thought it was going to be just like you're driving and you hear a bunch of different stories, but I didn't think they were going to be actually interconnected into a larger story. Neocab has an overarching story behind it that's still prevalent through it. But you meet some cool characters throughout there. Weird stuff starts happening too with some of them. It counterbalances with so it has a mood ring thing in it where you can actually visibly see the mood of your character go from different colors, and you kind of say, oh well, that line upset me. I want a good review for my car though, so I'm gonna go and say something else this way. Or you kind of play into it and just be like, I hate this person, get the fuck out of my car, or something like that.
Right.
An awesome game. I had a good time with it. I love the visuals of it. Visuals are super clean. I had a good time with it. I really love that game. So that's my number 7. Number 6, Gore.
All right. My number 6 is a game I was addicted to for about a month. I haven't played it since, but I should. It's great game. Dragon Quest Builders 2, baby. Hell yeah. Great game. The best Dragon Quest game of last year. It's great. It's a great little builder game. It's just like make your little town, do little missions. I spent a lot of time building my town. I made like an underground thing, and I made like parts that were high up. You had to go up with some stairs. I made like a kind of like a fort thing going on. You know, they come and attack us. They're fucked. It was really fun. It's a really fun game. I want to go back to it. Actually, I played like 25 hours of that game. So
I'm actually,
I don't think I got even close to like all the way, like not even like halfway done with the story.
That was one of the games I really want to play more too.
It's a fun game. It's really good. After you get through the first hour, which is like a lot of tutorials.
Yeah, that's which
sucks. That stuff sucks, but it's necessary. But yeah, it's good. It's good stuff, and it gives you a lot of.
Would you say the game is good?
Help. The game is good.
I'm not gonna get old by that.
If it's not fun, what's the point? I mean, that's what he says. Really, he says that the game is fun, but whatever. The game is good as ours. Reggie, fucker. Yeah.
Reggie, fucker.
All right,
Reggie,
David, number
fucked
6.
Me.
All right, number 6. This is another one that I put on my list because it's been one of the most fucking fun experiences to have with friends. This was a great experience, and I feel a good return to form for the series because 5 had a couple good games, but not a whole lot. But it's Jackbox 6. Yep. Jackbox 6 has.
Fuck.
I forgot to put it on my list.
I forgot too. Oh shit.
I'd be in my honorable mention.
No, that'd probably bump off.
Gears 5.
That definitely bump off Gears 5.
All right, put it at number 10. New number 10, Gears 5.
Where would that go?
Nah, it's too late.
It'd probably go exactly where I'm about to go with it now. But yeah, that would bump it off. Yeah. So I fucked up.
But yeah, no, Jackbox 6.
Push the button. No, hold on. Let's Jackbox 6. Push the button.
Push the button is fucking great.
God damn it! How did I forget about that shit?
Just even with us and our other buddies on here, and me and my local buddies, man, there's never not a fucking stressful game of that. And it's also a wildly different experience for me because playing with you guys is like, oh, god damn it, David, you're such a terrible liar. It's like, what are you talking about? It's fine. Whereas playing with my local group, it's just like, we just go with what you say because you're just loud and obnoxious and no one's going to challenge you. It's like,
oh no, everyone challenges everyone in our fucking calls. Like, doesn't matter. You could be the fucking number one crusader of everyone. Like, oh yeah, he's right. He's called them out. And next question, you're like, hold on, fuck that guy. That guy's a fucking.
You called him out as a subterfuge.
Yeah.
But yeah, no.
Gore likes it if he wasn't the alien every round.
I was the alien all the time.
Yeah,
I still trick motherfuckers. There was that one time where nobody thought it was me. Like the entire game.
Statistically, no, Gore would not be the alien 8 times in a row.
Yeah, but fuck, I was. You fucked up. You lost. Dumbass.
That dude, yeah, okay. Jackbox 6 would go up there, but specifically push the button.
Push the button. Really.
That was
everything
incredible.
else is fine, but push the button.
That was next level Jackbox. That was our number 1 rated game, right?
Huh?
I think that was the number 1 Jackbox game of all time.
Yeah, I think it's a little too early to say that though, because
we need another stream of that.
When we said that, the game was out for 2 weeks.
It was a very close second, but I still push the button above there.
We should
just
do
because it's the most engaging out of all of them too.
We should do a Saturday stream of that. Saturday night stream.
We have to remember all the times we really laughed our ass off when playing Quiplash, though. So
yeah, Quiplash was an ongoing thing for years.
Yeah. No, I mean that's great. I wouldn't put it in my top 10. That would be honorable mention though.
I played a lot here locally too, so the Jackbox would make my top 10. Probably exactly where it'd probably be right above Neo Cab and below right where I'm about to say.
Yeah. So my number 6, Jackbox 6.
I get it. All right.
Perfect.
My number 6 we talked about already. You guys want to take a guess?
Resident Evil.
Beat Saber.
No, close.
Sayonara Wild Hearts.
Yeah. I talked about it already. Phenomenal game.
Right.
Loved it.
Yes.
Number 5, Gore.
Number 5, the most disappointing game of the year, Mortal Kombat 11.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Eat it out. And see, this
What
is why
with you
I'm
eating
glad
ass all of a sudden?
Gore likes
I'm glad-
asses.
I'm just glad I'm not some fucking fighting game prickhead.
I'm
where
glad
I
I'm a
just-
basic bitch and just like fun.
I just like to have a good time because that's what Mortal Kombat is. It's a good time. Go smack a bitch up, rip their head off, eat their innards. That's what you do. All right? Especially if you're Melina, which she's not in this fucking game. But that's besides the point. You can play as the Joker.
Who gives a shit?
You can play as the Terminator. The only game last year that had the Terminator.
No other game on our top 10s currently did not have.
But well, actually, that's probably true. Yeah, Gears 5. So.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Ghost Recon had 2. Fucking Metal Gear. I mean, Metal Gear. What the fuck?
Metal Gear.
Gore just leaked Metal Gear.
Shit, Metal Gear 6 has Terminator. But anyway, Mortal Kombat 11 is great. I thought the story mode was a lot of fun. I think the graphics in that game, some of the best graphics last year. It looks so fucking good, and I don't understand why anybody would say it looks kind of weird. Like, fuck you, you look weird. Eat a dick. I mean, that's one of the best. Like, I think I've. No, they're not stiff at all. They're Mortal Kombat. It's perfect for Mortal Kombat. That's exactly what it should look like.
Felt less stiff than 11.
That's unrealistic. What the fuck? Like, who cares? Eat a dick. But I think they're fun, and I love the cast of characters. I really do. I like every single one of them is memorable, Even the new ones, I like them all. The fatalities are gory as shit, really good.
I
And
will
it's a
say
fun,
fatalities
fun
are phenomenal.
It's almost like that's part of the game, and that should be a lot of what the game's fun should be
it's
based
been
on.
there since the first fucking game, and that's why it's really popular. Because I assure you, the first few games weren't popular because of their fighting systems, because they weren't that great.
Yeah.
Those games are kind of chunky now, but this game's great. It plays extremely well. I don't care what anybody says. It's great, great.
All right,
the crypt
David.
was weird. I didn't like the crypt.
Great disappointment.
It was a great game, and it was a disappointment to a few chuckleheads, but whatever.
All right, so my number 5 was a game that fucking came out of nowhere. It was announced as part of the Nindies and ended up just getting the PC version because I didn't want to fucking wait, and that's Super Mash. Absolutely phenomenal concept for a game. Just kind of take two game genres, get endless kind of amount of content, just randomizing bullshit. I'd put it up higher, honestly, if it wasn't for the fact that there's still more genres we're waiting on. But I have no doubt once more of those genres come out, I'd retroactively kind of put it higher on the list. But it is such a great game to just go back to and just be like, all right, I want to fuck around a little bit. Let's go ahead and throw in a Metroidvania and a fucking shmup. Let's see what happens. And it's just so much fun. It is a great pick up and just kind of play for a little bit game, put down, and there's a story mode to it. Nothing engaging or anything, but it helps to kind of get involved in different kind of ideas and gets you to try different challenges you maybe wouldn't have thought of. Like one of the ones I was stuck on for a bit was combined a shmup and an RPG and crank the difficulty to highest, but make it also really long. And that just would take so fucking long to get through and struggle through. And absolutely fun game. I can't wait to double dip and get it on Switch as well. And I can't wait to see more of the genres come out to it. Really fun game.
Nice.
The game is good.
That's not gonna get old after another 10 more times.
You know, I was thinking about that, and I was like, I didn't see any reviews for Super Mash. I want to go see, and I went on the Metacritic, and it has a 40 on Metacritic.
That's disheartening. That game does not deserve a 40.
So the game is not good.
But is that based
the
off?
game is fun.
But is that
The game is fun-ish.
David was also based not that off potential of what would happen with that game.
Sure. I mean, I don't care. I didn't play it, so fucking. I might love it. I don't know.
I played it.
But I just assumed that the game, he said it was awesome, and the game looked awesome, and I went on Metacritic, and it wasn't awesome.
Look up Fight Crab. What's Fight Crab's Metacritic?
All right, let's see.
David's whole thing.
This is really mean, but I'll do it. It's not even on Metacritic.
It's not on Metacritic?
Oh, make a Metacritic.
Is it one word? Wait, is it one word? For some reason?
What?
Fight Crab?
Oh, fuck.
Nope.
No?
Nope.
All right. Well,
It's not on Metacritic. Let's see. Let's see if I find a review. Oh, look, the first it's from IGN, our new obsession. There you go. They liked it. There you go. IGN liked it.
IGN. Peak of trustworthiness. Not,
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Anyway, Adrian, what's your number 5? Is it Fight Crab?
yeah.
Oh, well, there you go.
No, my number 5 is something I was not expecting going out to the release of this game whatsoever. I was not invested into it. I was like, I'm not doing it. I'm not dealing with it. Not gonna bother. Flipped it around. I actually had a super fun time. I had enjoyed every second of it. Was Pokemon Sword. I was adamant. If you watch every reaction to that, I was like, don't give a fuck. Not gonna bother Pokemon. Don't care. Didn't care about Sun Moon, Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. Didn't care about XY really. I played a lot of X was alright, but didn't even beat it. Last Pokemon game I beat was probably Platinum, if not before that Heart Gold. But Pokemon Sword was super awesome. It's a game that cuts a lot of the bullshit out for people that do not have time. You know, people, and I get it. Some, especially like younger people, they want the games that have like hundreds of hours of post game and all that. I don't care. Give me a solid game, be it 20, 30, 40 hours. I put like 40, 43 hours, I think, into it. And I had a fucking perfect time. I felt like perfectly satisfied with everything. I'm going to keep it. I'm going to get the DLC. It was awesome. I'm shocked at how much I actually enjoyed that Pokemon game. The wild area, I thought it looked kind of boring when I was first like looking at it. I was like, oh, it's just going to be a big, wide open area. I spent a lot of time in that area, just kind of just fucking around, leveling up, grinding, and finding other Pokemon that I just thought it was super cool. When you're just like walking around, you see, oh shit, I don't have one of those. But go over there, catch it, go back to what you're doing. Good times, super super awesome. Anyway, number 4, Gore.
My number fucking 4.
Number 4.
The newest movie was not great.
The movie was not good.
It was not good. The movie is not fun.
The movie is not good.
No. But the game that came out, that's not based on a movie, but it is based on the franchise, obviously, was great. And that was Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. One of the top 10 best-selling games last year.
Deal with that.
Game,
shout out, by the way. Yeah. I'm glad that sold so well. I bought it too. I kind of did just more out of like wanting to prove what I want EA to see. Like, hey, single player games are fucking still killing it.
Yeah,
and hopefully that showed them, and it did. It sold really well. I'm like,
yeah, it's in the top 10 highest grossing or high selling games last year, and it was only out for like 2 months.
Yeah, I'm hoping that woke them up to be like, oh shit, all right, we fucked up.
Yeah, EA, you dumbasses. Hope that helped. Anyway, I'm looking forward to a sequel because that game ended perfectly. Because at first I was not really caring for the characters or story, but then it got really good, and then it ended in a perfect place. I'm like, you know what? The game itself is awesome. The combat system is easily the best Star Wars combat system ever. When it comes to lightsaber combat, everything before was probably great for their time, but this is easily the best. And I would love to see more Star Wars games with this combat system, and I would love to see like if they added a multiplayer mode to the next one where it's just lightsaber combat, because it would be awesome. It would be like For Honor with lightsabers, and that or just thinking about that would be amazing. But maybe EA shouldn't do it because I just fucking microtransaction it. But whatever, I would love to see it. But anyway, the game is great. It's Metroidvania, I guess, but it's more like a Dark Souls game, really. Even with it's the way it like. I guess Dark Souls is Metroidvania in a way too. I guess I hate to consider everything Metroidvania that just has like, oh, you can't go there until you get an item later or you find a shortcut later. But I guess technically that is a Metroidvania. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. And the only problem I had was the fucking map, and there's no fast travel.
But as a first time entry to that genre by a FPS studio, and the first entry of that kind, it's gonna lead to an awesome sequel, I feel like.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Hopefully the next one is a little bit more a little bit good fun. The game is now more fun. No, I hope it's just a little bit bigger, because like it was cool to be able to jump from planet to planet, but each one was kind of small and samey. And Star Wars is really cool because there's so many different planets out there and shit. A lot of them kind of felt like it's stuff you'd see. I mean, they were called something different, but it's stuff you see in any of the Star Wars movies. Like, there's a red planet. It looks like fucking whatever, right. A red planet from Star Wars. I don't know, but I would love it to be open world. Is what I'm trying to say, because I like open world.
I hate open worlds.
You're dumb.
We were just talking about Gears 5 does not need to be open world, man.
Also, it's called Star Wars. I would love to be able to fly something in space.
I also want wars.
Yeah, make No Man's Sky with Star Wars.
Shit.
That'd be amazing.
David.
All right, so next game on my list is the third game. Yeah, Fire Emblem. I was about to say the third game on my list that I spent 100+ hours on, but yeah, Fire Emblem, Three Houses. Absolutely loved it. It was a great game. I hate Bailiff and Smash, but whatever.
Wait, really quick. It was Fire Emblem. Was it? No, Fire Emblem, Dragon Quest, and then it was Final Fantasy.
Shadowbringer. Yeah. Okay. Final Fantasy. I mean, I have a stupid amount of time for Final Fantasy.
I missed that. Sorry to interrupt you.
But yeah, no. It was a really good game. I liked the three houses that were kind of introduced. I was
low on spoilers, done. Please God.
Yeah, no. Definitely the secret route is the one I started and played through the first time around. Really fucking good storyline that I still think is the best storyline. Black Eagles was really good. The Golden Deer is okay. I got into the vision of what the leader was trying to sell, but it was And then I was finishing up with the blue barracudas, or whatever the fuck they're called.
Sure, that's the blue lions. Aren't they lions?
Yeah, blue lions. That's
barracudas.
Yeah, the blue barracudas.
Are they lions? I think they are, right?
Yeah, they're lions. I
think that's the one I started with.
I hated them. I'm,
I liked there's like 2 characters I really liked. I was like, I'll stick with them. They seem cool. I can't remember what their names are now.
Yeah, it's all right. None of them are memorable. And then I'm really curious to see how Ashen Wolves turns out. I really hate when games do this, though, of, all right, we're adding in new content, but this is a secret organization no one knew about until now. And it's like, oh, this is the secret house in the fucking academy that no one knew about until you go ahead and you explore and figure out their location. It's like, okay. But I'll be curious to try it. I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, fucking good game.
Cool. My number 4 is a game I mentioned today, Hypnospace Outlaw.
Oh,
Mentioned it. Super awesome. I'm not going to talk more about it because I mentioned it in what we played, but one of the most unique and cool games I played in a long time. Super innovative. Didn't think I'd get that much nostalgia for an internet that I so vaguely remember from way back in the day, but it did, and it was the way they went about it was really awesome. Have I explained what the story is behind that?
yeah.
They made a internet device that you put on while you sleep. So while you sleep, you just sort of like go around this internet, and then you sort of like just patrol it. I highly recommend that to both of you guys. I think you guys are gonna both get a kick out of that. Number 3, Gore.
Number 3, baby. You ready for this? I'm about to hit it on you. I don't know what that was. The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past, baby. Nope, sorry. Link's Awakening.
Link's Awakening.
I was like, I said it in my head. I was like,
you don't even remember what it was.
Link to my ass, whatever it's called. Link
to my ass.
I was like, wait, what? Link's Awakening. That one. That was good.
I'm glad you got into that because I feel like you never really talked too much about that game.
I did.
Compared to other games?
I don't talk about games when everybody else just seems like they don't really care. So I still
have that on my list. I was made to play that on a plane ride.
Game. There's not really much of a story. You're on an island. You wake up. Obviously, Link's Awakening. There it is. That's the subtitle. You wake up. You get a sword. You get a shield. You go around. You figure out what the fuck this owl wants with you. Every 5 seconds, he's bugging you. You fight some bad guys in a dungeon. And you keep doing that over and over again. And you solve some puzzles, and then you win. But it has. I never finished it when I first played it.
Oh, go figure. The fucking GorTheMovieGod life. I don't finish these games.
No, the original game, jackass, when I was a kid. All right? Didn't have a strategy guide. It was hard, okay?
All right.
But I knew how it ended, and that's a game that really has, like, one of those endings that's just like, fuck. Why am I feeling emotional? I don't know any of these characters, but I really felt like, wow. Like, this is like one of those games where it's, wow. It really shows you how great Nintendo can be, even at, like, storytelling, when most of the time they don't really go for story, but they can get you. I mean, I know this wasn't technically Nintendo that made it, but they made the original, so fuck it, it's the same thing. It was great. It was a great game. It's simple. I love the art style, and it's an old Zelda game. Come on, man, we need more of those. We haven't had one since a Link to the Between the Worlds. What was that called?
Yeah, Link Between Worlds.
Link Between the Worlds. That's a great game too. I want to go back and play that again.
Yeah, that was a phenomenal game.
I want that to come to Switch, but I say that about everything. So maybe I should just play it again and fucking not wait.
Or you're the one that plays in the second after you play it comes out on Switch.
That was pretty much what happened with Halo Reach, I guess.
What I'm saying.
When the fuck is Halo Reach going to come out? I would just play it, and then like a month later, it's coming. I'm like, fuck.
It takes someone to fucking do it.
Yeah,
all right.
Anyway, Link to the Past Awakens. That's mine.
All right, Dave, number 3.
All right. This game is my number 3 just because I haven't 100% finished it yet. But it's Devil May Cry 5.
Okay.
I fucking love Devil May Cry. I love the lore. I've talked about this ad nauseum on the podcast before. Devil May Cry is one of my favorite franchises. 5 has been a phenomenal fucking game. I just have like 5 missions left to beat. And already where it's been going has been fucking crazy. I won't spoil it. But goddamn, the combat is fluid. I love the diversity between Dante V and Nero. The only thing that I don't like is with Nero. His combat is the only one that actually feels the weakest.
Yeah,
just because
I feel
it's
that too in the
built
beginning.
around the arms, and so like Dante has a lot of evasion options, a lot of cool things. V has the kind of interesting thing of as long as you just are aware spatially of where his body is, you can just go ahead and use the animals to your advantage. Whereas unless you use certain arms that give you that evasiveness, you don't really have a lot of defensive options, especially playing on hard. It's such a frustrating thing of, all right, I guess I'm just going to sit here and fucking turtle, and okay, now I can have my move.
Got him.
It's just like, oh, what's this all over my face?
Oh, I'm getting attacked all over.
There's another one.
But no, story's fucking chaos. Absolutely great.
Chaos.
Well, you're the one that did it. I don't know what that was supposed to be.
He's holding a sword. He's blocking.
No, you didn't have one hand out like that. Yeah, with that tongue out. Do it with the blue tongue. Yeah.
But no, fantastic game. Probably would be maybe one step higher if I had finished it before this, but just didn't get around to it. But no, that'll be my weekend plans, try and finish that up. But yeah, fantastic fucking game. Recommend everyone play it.
Cool. My number 3.
Yeah.
Is from another studio that's on someone else's list.
Dead or Alive 6.
What?
What? Is it Dragon Quest 11?
Nope.
I don't know. Oh,
Apex Legends. Yeah. Love the shadow drop of that game. That game, no one knew was how it got leaked on 4chan like long ago, but no one even believed it. I was like, yeah, okay. In fact, it got ignored too. But yeah, shadow dropped. Awesome game, super well built. I still, every time I get into it, I just get like zoned out and just wanting to play just that game. So I kind of got to be careful with it because I've accepted Overwatch being that game. I don't need another game being like that and me derailing me even off more games. I do want to go back and play it though, do some more stuff before the season pass ends. Just so much fun. Every character, it's just a perfect blend of like Overwatch and Battle Royale. Every character has their own thing. 3 players I feel is tight knit enough that everything happens pretty quick. The games happen pretty quick too. Not too much fucking around or camping in there. At least not from pro level. Pro level is a lot of camping, but I just love the style of it. I love the way they do their reveals. I love their psych out thing, which by the way that got leaked, but obviously it didn't get leaked to you, so that was a cool psych out for you, Gore, when you watched that. Cool. Yeah, that thing got like leaked and people were pissed about it. Yeah, but that was the way it was supposed to get shown off to everyone, which would have been hilarious. Super awesome game. Love Respawn's killing it lately. Good on them.
Good on them. Hey, watch out.
Gore the Movie God. What's your number 2?
Yeah, my number 2 is The Outer Worlds, not The Outer Wilds. Get that shit out of here. That 22-minute loop bullshit. Get out of here. I want to play longer. The Outer Worlds. I heard Outer Wilds is really good. I think
it's probably gonna be on your list whenever you do play it.
I'm sure it will be, but I heard it's like 30 hours long. I'm just like, oh no. But The Outer Worlds is a great game. It's probably the most I've laughed in a game last year. It has some of the best interactions in any game ever. Like you could just have, when we talk about like Fallout where you can have any interaction you want, you can be like, hey, you're a dick, screw you. You can just shoot them if you want. You can do all that stuff, and that's great. But in Outer Worlds, it just feels different because the writing is so good. Where Fallout's good, it's good writing. It's fine. It's funny at times, whatever. But the Outer Worlds, the writing is so good. When you piss somebody off, they'll tell you off, and it's actually really. Sometimes it's clever, sometimes it's funny, sometimes it's stupid, but in like a perfect way. Their responses. The best part of that game is all the dialogue options, all the writing, all that stuff. The story itself is great too. I really like the whole corporation, like evil corporation thing, but they don't take it in like a silly way. It's still pretty serious where you find out like people actually have to pay for their own graves, and if they don't have money for their own graves, then they are out. It's like gone.
That's a game that I I wasn't in the right mindset for it, so I was like, I can't do this right now. But I hope it's gonna be one I can. I just had I'm on my first mission with what's her name?
Oh, Parvati.
Yeah, I'm on my first mission with her, so I'm very much at the beginning. But
She's easily my favorite character.
But I hope that's
year.
like at the beginning enough that I can still pick it up at the beginning and not have to deal with any of the intro shit. So I think it's not far enough. So I think I'll be fine. But I'm super excited to go back to that sometime this year.
So good, and one of the best looking games when it comes to like art style I played last year. It's so good looking. That game.
I really got to play that this year.
Oh, it looked good. I'm like 30 hours in. I haven't finished it yet. Supposedly it's like a 30-hour game tops. I guess I just fucking I take too long because I know I'm 30 hours in because it has on the save how long you've played, and mine's like 29 hours and like 42 minutes or some shit. And I was just like, maybe that's, but I didn't finish that 18. I have to finish that.
It's almost
more.
Done right now.
18. It's all in the last 18 minutes, which would be really weird if it was. But yeah, there's a lot. To be fair, I explored a lot too, where I could have just waited to explore because a lot of the missions
tell you
explore in the missions. Yeah, so I'm like exploring already, and then later on it's just like go over there and explore. I'm like, I fucking did. But whatever.
You get mad. I just did it already.
I fucking did that.
They would told me to. I did anyway.
Mom, but it's a great game. It's really fucking good, man. Play it. What's wrong with you? And that's a great purchase for Microsoft because Obsidian is great and South Park was great. All these games were great, but
can you imagine them having
this is their best game?
Imagine them having a Microsoft budget behind them.
Be pretty good, or it'll be shit. I don't know.
All right,
it can go
David.
either way.
All right, number 2 on my list is the last game that I put over 100 hours in, and this is where we get into the territory.
Yeah, wait, what the fuck?
You said 3 games. You did.
No, I had 4 games.
You said 3.
Oh shit! The twist. He was lying to us the entire time.
No, I said 4 games at the beginning.
They said 3. Whatever.
You said 3.
I don't give a fuck.
You're not allowed to say this next game.
I don't give a fuck. But no, this is where we get into the territory of my top 2 are probably not expected, but that is Nelk and the Legendary Alchemists. That was such a fun fucking game. Love the town building.
I'm looking at Gord's face right now.
All right. Not expecting my ass. Anime girl game. Wasn't expecting that.
I love the town building. I love.
You know what? I love that. That should be just fucking meme territory. It's always the fucking guys. It was like the most titty animated thing, whatever. And whenever something like that happens, the first thing out of the mouth of whoever's defending it, they go with the most obscure thing ever. It's like, yeah, you I did it alive. The fighting mechanics are just so fucking good.
Yeah, it's so good.
But
The town building mechanics are so awesome, man.
Those fighting mechanics, you know what I mean? They're good.
But no, I love
physics.
the town building. I love all the micromanagement that comes with running the different shops, getting everyone leveled up so that way they can have the right proficiencies for everything. The time balancing I thought was really well done. The multiple endings are really good. Just honestly, all around fun game. It's one of those weird things where a lot of people are like, don't start with this game. This is the worst game to get into if you're trying to get into the Atelier series. But I honestly was glad for it because it is different from all the others. But because of it, I'm now interested in going through, which is, as you've been noticing from my game pickups, I've been slowly going through and collecting the rest of the games in that franchise. And I can't wait to play more of them. But yeah, no, damn fucking good game.
Too much cursing.
My number 2 game.
Resident Evil?
No.
That's
Goose Game. Honk. Dude, that was such a bizarre, like I played that on my trip, and it was just a weird, unique, but like super just fun game just to mess around with. I had a smile on my face the entire fucking game. Everything about that game was a joy. Just fucking around with everybody, saying the same reactions to people, and kind of just experimenting with the game is. Like, it's not the most, it's a puzzle solving game. I'm not gonna say it's the most unique game out there, but just the way you do it, it's like you kind of just fuck around. You're like, all right, how do I take that fucking guy's hat? All right, I'm gonna do this thing over here. I'm just gonna fuck. It's just fun the way you're doing it. And then if someone fucks with you, you just go fuck it. I'll go to just spread your wings, just honk right at their face.
Shake 'em.
Just look at him honk. Yeah, dude. Yeah,
that little nerdy kid in the beginning. That's how far as I got. I didn't get very far.
Dude, that nerdy kid in the beginning, it was hilarious.
I just fucked with him the entire time.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm good.
Yeah,
I'll come back to this later, and I didn't.
It's just a lot of fun. I thought that was one of the best escapes in different types of gaming I've done in a long time. Where it's like I feel like I'm very much kind of like. I feel like I don't know. I guess looking at my list right now, it's not really that case. But I feel like I'm almost. It's like how I am with movies. I feel like I know what I like, but then again, I also don't. Some stuff just surprises me out the gate. But this is one of those games where it just like kind of caught me off guard, and I knew about this game. I heard the title of it, but never thought about it. But I was like, you know what? That just sounds like something I'm just gonna buy it blindly and just hope I like it. And I loved it. Everything about that game was awesome. All right, to no one's surprise, Gore, what's your number one? Here's a joke answer.
Game.
He's thinking of a joke answer right now.
Pokemon.
That's a joke.
Yeah, fuck that. Whoever puts that in their top 5 is an idiot. Resident Evil 2 remake started the year off, ended the year as still the best. I know Sekiro got the year off.
Started the year off, ended the year off.
It didn't win. It started the year off and ended the year on a perfect note, too, because you can play it later too. You can play it at the end of the year.
Well, it started the year off with that game, and then ended the year with, hey, here's a sequel.
Here's a sequel, which is coming in 4 months.
God, can you imagine though if that had been actually bundled together with Resident Evil 3 though?
Yeah.
Sorry, I just imagined it like a mini stroke. Sorry, it's too much.
That would have been one of the best packages in video games. But I mean, it whole 100% like it's fine. I'm sure. Not knowing how big Resident Evil 3 is just yet. Hopefully they packed it up and that Project Resistance is good.
I think it's gonna be pretty big.
If it's on the quality or caliber of this, even if it's like a step below, that's fine.
It's gonna be the same game, which that's why I predicted they were just gonna make the same game again. I didn't think it was gonna come out this fucking early, but I just thought it would be the same game except Resident Evil 3. You know, which is kind of what Resident Evil 3 was. I mean, they put the dodge thing in and the multiple different paths you could take, like do this or do that. You know, but besides that, I can't remember anything else being that different in Resident Evil 3. Besides there only being one campaign, I guess. But this game looks great. And I mean, one thing that's worrying me is they're not showing too much gameplay, though. I mean, maybe they feel like they don't need to because it's Resident Evil 2 again, except with Jill. But it's 2 months away, and we've seen maybe a minute of gameplay altogether, if that's even the case. It might even be less. But it's like less than 2 months away. They need to start like ramping up the gameplay. I'm assuming that we'll get a state of play again probably next month.
Next year.
And they'll be there next year. Next year when Resident Evil 4 comes out. No, but like sometime next month. I'm assuming, right? We gotta have one, maybe show more Final Fantasy 7 or something before that comes out. Or
I mean, we did get the trailer that we didn't talk about on this episode, news list, but
the Final Fantasy one, yeah.
I'm sorry we didn't add your fucking Final Fantasy trailer for the 7th week in a row.
I mean, yeah.
David.
Yeah, well, it would have made
Resident Evil 2.
Resident Evil 2, my game of the year.
I was going to say, you haven't mentioned the game at all. Do you want to talk about it while we're on the subject of e-drinks? I got to imagine that's your game of the year.
No, it's 8-Out.
He's a dumbass. It's fucking Resident Evil 2.
I forgot about 8-Out, so that would have been my honorable mentions. Yeah, no, Resident Evil 2. That's, Resident Evil 4 is still, like, perfect 10 out of 10, top 3 games of all time for me. Resident Evil 2 is just fucking Resident Evil 4, but, like, what it would be in a modern generation right now. Which makes me fucking playing Resident Evil 2. I'm gonna admit some of my love, even though the game's incredible, some of my love was just the entire time I'm playing. I'm like, God, Resident Evil 4 is gonna be so fucking good. I can't fucking wait for Resident Evil 4 like this.
Hey, I would be excited for that, and I don't hate Resident Evil 4 at all. It's definitely not
Resident Evil 4, dude. The second that
I loved it when I first played it. It's just it's one of those games I'm just like I can't see myself really playing this again. And I never did. So
I played it. You know, I overdid it. I played that game probably like 10 or 12 times, and so I bought it every time it came out. And I'm like, okay, I played it enough that I kind of played at the beginning. I'm like, all right, I got my good, my feel good out of that.
I wish I could love that game as much as everybody else did. I don't know.
That was the game that
I definitely like it more than 5 and 6, though.
Oh yeah,
without a doubt.
That was the first game that kind of turned me onto this whole area. Like I didn't think that was back when I just didn't think I'd like any of these kind of games. And like Resident Evil, I've heard that, but I didn't really care for it. But Resident Evil 4 just fucking blew it out of the fucking water for me. Resident Evil 2, so good. Every moment you hear Mr. X around there, you're just like, fucking god damn it. I hate when you're like right there and you have to go do something and you're like, all right, I'm right here, next room. Motherfucker shows up there like, yeah, and you're just like, well, I guess I gotta go all the fucking way around now because this fucking asshole wants to deal with this right now.
I had like some of my best moments in gaming last year was just being on one floor of the
and
police.
You see him out there?
You hear him. You're boom, boom, boom. He's walking. I'm like, what the fuck? Like they made it so that he's not just like appearing randomly. He's actually walking around the fucking
So he appeared
the
randomly
museum.
Before?
So you hear him above you. It's just like
no, I know that. I started because that freaked me out once. Cause I heard I was like, where's he at? Where's he at? And then I was like, oh,
you hear him opening a door. I'm like, fuck.
I did have one funny moment where I was on the second floor and I saw Mr. X on the third floor, like up here just looking down on me. I'm like, asshole, he can't do anything to me right now. Fuck it.
Yeah.
No, yeah. Whenever he's just following around, and whenever he just ruins your plans, whenever you're like so close to something, be it in like scripted or just actual like, gameplay where you're like, all right, because there's one room that had 2 lickers in it. And Mr. X right there, I was like, all right, I'm not going to deal with this. I'm going to go around and fucking try to shake him off me and do something else right now because I ain't dealing with that.
Yeah. Yeah, it gets really tense, especially. I mean, Mr. X changes it up, but like all the zombies and all the dogs.
I'm glad they spaced it out too because, yeah, that was fun for RPD and for the underground and parts of it because he wasn't there the whole time. But I'm glad they separated all right, sewers, you don't have to deal with him. He's fine. You're out of it. I'm glad because then that made a surprise for him coming back in the lab good because I was thinking to myself, I was like, all right, cool, but if it keeps going, it's gonna be gimmicky. But if they drop it for a bit and come back with it, perfect. And they did just the perfect amount. And dude, I remember you guys specifically, but like specifically everywhere else, because like, yeah, it's like a 3 to 5 hour campaign each. You can kind of get through the other ones. But I was like, all right, cool. And I swear to God, I've explored the shit out of that game. Like I was like every nook and cranny. I didn't know you can come back to RPD. I thought once you went underground that you were just done. So I went through that fucking place and cleaned every goddamn crevice of it like 90 times. And I'm like, man, I can't get some of these things figured out. So I just looked up. I was like, how the fuck do I do that? They're like, oh, you're gonna go back to the sewer. I'm like, oh, that's what you gotta do. All right. So then I went back and then I learned
those things in the sewer. I fucking hate those things. Those are nightmare fuel. The little thing you can't even see them in the water and then they bulge out like a fucking balloon. I'm like, it just sucks. Yeah. I hate these fucking things. I hate them in gameplay. I hate them in just the concept. What the fuck?
They're like fucking evolved small little floods from Halo.
I forgot what they're called. They have a name.
Coronavirus.
You know, like coronavirus. That's what coronavirus looks like. Don't get it. Don't get it. Turn into a sludge monster.
Dude, I think. Hold on, I have my final game. I have my final Leon campaign. Where they took a picture of it.
I think I'd be in like 7 hours. So.
I took.
I don't think I said it was 3 hours. I think I said it was like around 5 or 6 hours.
I think I took 10 hours. 10 hours on just Leon's campaign. Yeah, dude. Yeah. I explored everything on there.
Sure.
I had a lot of fun with it though. That was.
I think I got everything besides one room, and I knew to get it. But I knew I could get it, but it was all the way over there, and I assumed it wasn't anything. And then I played it again. I'm like, yeah, it wasn't anything.
I know. Yeah, I have no room.
Play as Claire though, to be fair, so it might have been something different as Leon, but I'm sure it wasn't anything. I think it was just like extra fucking herbs or some shit. It was like, I don't need it.
I did like when you did that though, and you went through the extra effort of like going. And you know what? I would always go back and just store shit. I'm like, nope, not dropping this item. I'm gonna keep it. Cause I was like mad storing shit.
I was so happy they put the check mark thing in there to tell you like you don't need this anymore. Just fucking get rid of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't remember if that was in the original Resident Evil games. I think I'm pretty sure it wasn't in there. I think it might have told you. I think it might have told you at times like you don't need this, throw it away or something.
But no, they didn't tell you.
It didn't tell you. I thought so.
Could you just break your game then at some point?
I don't think you can get rid of stuff. Right? You can't get rid of like key items, right? I don't remember.
I think you could actually.
Could you? But they would just drop on the ground, right? They wouldn't break. Yeah. With it, I don't know. I haven't played Resident Evil 2 in a fucking long time. Yeah, I don't think you could break the game. I think you could just drop it on the ground or something. But
Really cool moments, super awesome. I had a lot of fun
this
with
game
that.
break it though.
It was awesome.
It was an awesome game, man. And you know what? If Doom Eternal came out fucking last year, then maybe number one would have been something different. But Resident Evil 2 is a good placeholder.
And how crazy would it be if that was on your disappointing games list for next year?
It won't. Don't even
It ain't
hypothetical.
fucking happen. I can hate the game. It's not happening. I will love it.
Because it's still Doom Guy. You can't hate Doom Guy.
Okay, like
Unless you just like...
Oh, that's one of my pickups, actually. Oh, no, I showed it last year.
That was the podcast title name.
I know, but I didn't take him out of the box. Here he is.
I couldn't think of a podcast title name because we weren't really talking about anything last week, so I put Gore has a cool Doom Guy figure.
Yeah, no, I put it too. But I forgot to show that out of the box.
It's going to be a wild year for Gore, though. Because he has... Oh, no.
Oh, all dead.
Forgot I got this too.
Oh, hell yeah. Anime character.
That's Deku.
Oh, the Deku tree.
Shut up.
It's gonna be a wild year for Gore though, because he's got Cyberpunk, Final Fantasy, and Doom.
For him too.
He also got Persona 5 Royal, which he's playing Persona 5 for the first time now. Let's see how that in all its glory.
As far as you know, maybe I played it already.
Yeah, right.
But you know what? I'm gonna skip that. I'm gonna play Scramble first.
Yeah, then David's
down
okay
for
with
Scramble. Yeah.
I'll only play that, and I'll figure it out.
It'll be confusing because it's a sequel, but
I'll figure it out.
We should at the end of this year, let's do a revised list and see how we would do if we played all these other games that we still have.
I like that idea.
No.
All right,
Fuck
you.
David.
All right, David, what's your number one?
So, my number one is a game I wasn't expecting to like as much as I have. I've talked about it quite a lot on the podcast the last few episodes, and that's House of Fata Morgana.
What the fuck?
Okay. Did that game technically come out last year, though?
Yes. Very least the PlayStation 4 version came out last year, but that's the one I'm playing.
That's fine. I don't care. It came out 20 years ago, as long as the podcast ends.
But yeah, no, I have 2 endings left to get, and I've talked about it a lot on the podcast. The story elements are right up my alley. I was not expecting it to like it as much as I do, considering it's just a straight visual novel. But goddamn, gripping fucking story, great twists and turns, a lot of shit I wasn't expecting, some shit I was expecting. But all in all, highly recommend the game. Can't recommend it enough. Absolutely fantastic.
But here's the question: is there shit?
Yes.
Oh, fuck.
Scat play. Nice.
No, we're not getting the podcast like that.
What?
All right. This has been Blue Rupee's podcast.
Episode.
Like, comment, subscribe.
The longest episode yet.
No, I don't think so, actually.
There's no way this isn't the longest fucking one we've done.
No.
We've been recording for almost 4 fucking hours.
No, we had one that was almost 4 hours and 20 minutes. And I think it was when we did the games.
Yeah. Oh, 420. You guys like that, right?
Yeah, you kids out there, right?
You like the kids smoke weed, bro. I'm a kid too. Oh God, nobody likes me.
I agree. But no, it was when we were doing. I can't remember if it was the Game Award, not the Game Awards, but at
I'll just go look it up right now. Jesus.
Yeah, look it up. But yeah, no, we had one that was over 4 hours before.
I don't give a shit.
I don't give a fuck.
Well, if we don't end this will be the longest fucking one.
We're just gonna stall to make it the longest one now.
Oh, fucking kill you, bro. I want to go to bed, bye.
No, you don't. Shut up. You love
All
spending time with us.
All right. To be fair, though, I think we should do a recap.
Yeah.
All right.
Just quick, real quick.
All right, Gore, recap yours.
Okay. All right. Just my 10. I'm not going to talk about anything else. All right. Number 10, Mario Maker 2. Number 9, Beat Saber. Number 8, Borderlands 3. Number 7, Sayonara Wild Hearts. Number 6, Dragon Quest Builders 2. Number 5, Mortal Kombat 11. 4, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. 3, A Link to the Past Awakens. That one. Number 2, The Outer Worlds. And number 1, Resident Evil 2 Remake. Baby.
Side note, it was episode 22. That was 4 hours and 2 minutes.
Well,
So now this is officially our longest one.
Well,
no, because we broke it off and took it.
Well, the first like 40 minutes of the Skype call was us fucking doing other stuff, trying to figure out our list too.
David, your list.
All right, my number 10, Resident Evil 2. Number 9, Dragon Quest 11. Number 3, goddamn. What comes after 9? 8. Number 8, Shadowbringers.
Wow. Yeah.
Number 7, Fight Crab. Number 6, Jackbox 6. Number 5, Super Mash. Number fucking 4, Three Houses. Number 3, Devil May Cry 5. Number 2, Nelkin the Legendary Alchemist. Number 1, House of Fata Morgana.
Wow.
Don't give me that look.
What was that last game?
Smooth
Or was the
sailing.
first game?
The House of Fata Morgana.
I can't even say the title right.
House in Fata Morgana, right?
The House in Fata Morgana, yes.
Good number 1 right there.
Yeah. I thought that wasn't right earlier, but I don't care.
My 10 is Gears 5, 9 is Later Alligator, 8 is Tetris 99, 7 is Neocab, 6 is where Jackbox would be, and Gears 5 would be out. But we're going to go with this list. 6 is Silent Air Wild Hearts, 5 is Pokemon Sword, 4 Hypnospace Outlaw, 3 is Apex Legends, 2 is Untitled Goose Game, and number 1 is Resident Evil 2.
Oh, yeah. There you go. And mine most likely will change after I finish DMC 5.
Damn.
The Somnium Files, and
Outer
Control.
Wilds.
Well, I didn't even start that.
Well, when you do.
Maybe we'll see about that. I don't know. I might not be all fucking into the whole 22-minute time loop bullshit. Okay, you might not sell me.
Yeah,
faces.
Play your cards right.
I'll probably love it. It'll be like this is like the game I was born to play. After I finish it, I wither away into dust.
I want someone to screen cap Gore right now. If this time next year that Stardew Valley is on Outer Wilds picture.
Actually, it might be swapped with something soon. You'll see next week.
Tracer.
Yeah, a Tracer. Tracer. Except it's
Gore's Tracer.
Ooh, it's a holographic Tracer. Wait,
okay, David, for Christmas, for Gore's Christmas gift, can you commission a really good artist to dress Gore up as Tracer?
I can do that. Well, Gore, when's your birthday?
June.
I'm not liable to say.
Just go look at his birthday video.
No.
All right, I gotta go look at that.
No, they're all on the same day. I don't fucking mix it up.
I actually have a perfect.
I don't mix it up.
One day for some reason.
I got the weirdest. All right, I know exactly where to go with this.
It's July 20th.
And get him a poster print out of that too.
Yes.
Go ahead, do it. I'll frame it. I'll get the fucking voice actors to sign it too. Fuck you. How about that? I'll fucking take your joke and I'll run with
it. All right.
All right. I thought of the perfect theme for Gore's gifts going forward. All right.
Watch your asses. I don't know why I said that.
Thank you for watching. If you made it this far, thanks.
I don't know why.
Oh, how?
You watched us talk about Evo. Talk about 2019 games. You watched us watch Rule 34 stuff.
Oh, yeah, that was weird. That's
probably the best segment we've ever done. Let's be honest.
I might consider cutting this part out and making its own thing.
Yeah, do it. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I don't give a shit if you give a fuck.
No, oh man, this would have been the perfect time for you to wear your Ohego thing too.
He's not gonna wear that for 4 hours.
Oh yeah.
At least for that segment, that would have been great to have.
For the Rule 34, yeah, we'll do a Rule 34 thing every week.
Do another Rule 34
every week.
We're gonna have a break where we just look at Rule 34 stuff.
Just a couple of bros watching Rule 34 stuff.
Couple bros watching Rule 34. Hey, send in your suggestions on what we should search up on Rule 34.
You know what? If you made it this far, that means you're dedicated, so we'll take your suggestions.
Yeah.
We'll call it Devil's Triangle.
I'm hoping for no comments. No comments. I don't want to see weird shit.
We'll put a poll up if there's no comments.
Yeah. We'll put a poll up. Right?
Kicked off YouTube. What do you want me to jerk off to? Or
Games Gone By next week. What remains of Edith Finch? Tune in for that.
I started this. And I'll end it.